Hi, good morning. This is Ken here. Today I'd like to talk to you about what I'm doing here. We basically write books on migrating to Australia, whether it's a good idea or not. And yes, we have published a book. It was released in July this year. We have sold like more than 1,000 copies, which is a very better than expected result. We never expected it to be able to sell so many. Thanks everyone for your warm response. We just like to tell you here that we are now writing on the second book. The second book is how to buy a property in Australia without being ripped off. Alright, so this book we will self-publish this time, and we will make it available by January next year. The thing is this: we want to help the readers. Of our first book, most of them are interested to migrate to Australia, and if they decided to really want to come here, or even before they decided, I think it's good for them to know how they can buy a property without being ripped off. We highlight all the pitfalls and trappings that a new migrant might face when buying a new property in Australia. And I do encourage you to write into us. My email address is khsong, S-O-O-N-G, right? khsong_2000 at yahoo.com. It's available below this, this clip here. You can find our email address. It'd be good that if you're interested, you sign up. I mean, not sign up, but send us an email telling us that you're willing to receive information and update from us from time to time, so that we will update you on the things that we've been doing, and the new books that we have finished and completed, and that might be of interest to you. Right? Basically, we are all for financial freedom, a better life, better quality of life, so that we have more time to spend with children, with our loved ones, with our families. In order to do that, a lot of people think migration is one of the ways, and I'm not here to say it is not one of the ways. Right? We just give you different dimensions, different perspectives from different angles, because the normal discourse is that we all think that most of us have been told that Australia has everything for us, right? To have a better life, go to a better country. But it's a better country offering us better opportunities at a personal level. Sometimes it's not. But if you talk to your friends or other migrants, most of them are not so willing to share this, because they have made their mind, they burn their bridges, they try to convince themselves, to just look at the bright side. And sometimes they live in self-denial. I've been living in self-denial too. But I come to the realization of late, in the past few years, that I'm now clearer about where I can go, the limit as to where I can, the limit as to where I can achieve here, how much I can achieve here in Australia. So we give you some points of view that has been seriously missing in a lot of conversations with your friends and relatives who has been there. And sometimes you have, we have also had readers who live there for some time, live in the West or live in Australia, but because they live here as students or only for short periods of time, they were not able to experience the real, advantages and disadvantages of being a migrant here. And we've been living here for 10 years. And we are very willing to share with everyone, what are the pitfalls. The main theme is to be informed, to encourage you guys to be informed, not to not to help or influence your decisions, but just to help you make a more informed decision. Having said all those things, the negative things, we also have people thanking us, for writing this book, and then they ask us what are some of the advices we could give, for them before they come over. And we try our best to be really helpful to them and show them the ways and share with them our mistakes in the past so that they can learn from it and not repeat the same thing, the same mistakes that we did, you know. So in the spirit of sharing, you know, we wrote this book, and hopefully it can be of some value to everyone. You see, my situation is this. I was in the marketing and export industry in Malaysia, and for the last few years before I left, I even helped my brother in a business that he started on his own from scratch in 1997 amidst the financial crisis, right? And business was going well and everything, but then, you know, we got our visa, permanent resident visa, so we had to leave and, you know, put everything down in Malaysia, give up everything that we have built and move over here, thinking that over here we can repeat our same level of success, you know. But little did we know, you know, a lot of times the success that we have depends on the, you know, geographical factors, situational factors, you know, in the environment, not only our hard work and persistence. You know, you can have the same level of persistence, but in the right environment, you know, you get more results. So that place for us is Malaysia, that gives us more results. You know, here we can work all we want, you know, plan all we like, but you know, not to say we don't get results, we still can get results, but we have to do it a bit differently because it's a different world, different culture, you know, so we will never have the same level of influence that we have over our you know, our business partners and our customers, you know. The convincing power is also different. You know, culture plays a big role. The way we speak our English, you know, the accent that we have, the cultural background that we're from, will also hinder or help, you know, depending on the culture of the place. So we share all this with you. I mean, if you go onto the internet, social media and all that, I'm sure you see a lot of comments of, you know, migrants already living in the West for many years. They will tell you that it's a fairer place. You know, if you work hard, you can achieve anything. I'm not here to deny all those things, but sometimes they just refuse to look at the other side. Because I can understand their fear. Number one, they make their mind to come here, and it's really hard to admit they make mistakes. And it was hard for me too in the beginning, before we wrote this book. You know, it's like confronting our own mistakes and all that. I mean, not only mistakes, some of the things we did well, we repeat that. You know, we encourage ourselves to do that again. You know, basically it's just to re-examine what we have done, you know, our decision and all that. Not in a morbid sense, but in a very constructive, critically constructive way, so that we can improve ourselves further. Not to take it negatively, but a lot of people will think that, you know, we have a sour grape syndrome, you know, can't achieve, you know, any success, any reasonable success in Australia. So we wrote this book in bitterness. Contrary to that, we are not bitter about it. We are just being practical, pragmatic about it. And that's why we wrote the book also, you know, because we are looking for another means of making a living, you know, side income, passive income, so that I can buy myself more freedom. That is after all, you know, the initial reason why we wanted to migrate to Australia, because we want to have a better life. But, you know, if the way I'm doing it for the past 10 years doesn't allow me to be financially free, you know, I would have to find a new way. And I think this is a new way because, you know, this could be one of the good ways to make a living, or, you know, increase my passive income by writing books. Because number one, it's not so risky. Number two, it's good for people with not so much capital. So this could be one of the ways that I can, you know, explore, one of the avenues I can explore. Hopefully it will, you know, bring me something. Yes, you know, the geography is a constraint to me. So that's why I'm going online, right? So as long as I'm on YouTube, you know, on social media, you know, I don't have to restrict my audience and the people I deal with, to Australians only, to people in Australia, but also people around the world who are interested in the lifestyle in Australia, opportunities. Well, I believe 10 years experience here is something that I can share with everyone. And, you can get all the facts you want from the internet, but if you have someone who have lived here for 10 years and are very willing to share, every little experience they have, and not worry about making a fool of themselves, I think you come to the right person. So send us an email, and we will keep you informed from time to time. If you have any questions, write to me like you write to a friend, and give you my take on some of the things that you're concerned about in Australia, and some of the things that we say. You don't have to take us, take our words for it, but you can definitely have a listen and judge for yourself how much you want to believe. But a lot of time we also tell you, don't listen to us, go find out for yourself what you can do, what are other sources you can check out with. So that's our purpose, right? So hope we can grow together. Not only will you learn or get a lot of knowledge or information about Australia, but we seriously believe that this communication is two-way. That's why we want to have as many people writing into us as possible, so that we can also explore new opportunities from you all. I can learn from you as much as you can learn from us about things here in Australia. So I think we'll just stop here for now. Good luck, have a good day, and Merry Christmas everyone. Tomorrow is Christmas. Hope everyone have fun. Thank you. Bye bye.